new data source. I already created dbml file, so I'll just go for LINQ. Change this one into view contacts, or else I can say contacts data source. Okay, now in this area it's automatically going to this class. You see, it's LINQ example dot db class data context, so that's good. In this area I'll say you can write the query whatever you want, so I'll just go here and I'll write, whatever you want. You can, but it's a star. I put the star, and you can enable the automatic delete, insert, update, whatever you want. So you can say order by what kind of sort you need. I'll say I don't want to do anything. I just automatically I need whatever you say. I just say simply yes. So you see automatically you can see the names and all, and if I run this one you can see the data. Okay, so for example, if I add something in this area, I'll say survey. I'll say 1 2 3. I'll say Adam. So you can see the data is added. That's pretty cool, huh? Now what we do is we need to edit the data. So I can write the different page, or I can write for the same page whatever the add context is doing, but it's a good thing that we can go for a new page. Okay, so I'll just go here and I'll add one more page. I'll just go to the web and select the web form, and I'll say update contact. So here it's a simple the same thing I need. I'll just go to ASPX page and I'll just copy the whole thing from here to table to right. So I'm just gonna place in this area, and I'll say btn. I'll change this one update, and text will be the update as well. And here and this click, I'll remove this. It automatically generates, so I want that. That's good. So now what we do is whenever I click, I need something which is really good, so I just go here. I'll add new column. Okay, so now in this area I'll say really sorry, I'll say template field. In this area I'll write what I don't want to write anything. I just say okay. So here I'm gonna add whatever you want. I'd say edit template. In this item template I'm just gonna add a link button. Okay, so in this link button I'll edit the button. Okay, bound to I'm sorry, just say this one is properties. I'm sorry, misled you. I'm really sorry. Columns, I would say remove. Okay, now add new columns. In this I'll say hyperlink field. In this specified text I say edit. Here in the specific URL I'll say what kind of data you need to pass it. I'll say this one ID. So in this I say update URL string. I'll say update contact dot aspx. Okay, question, and the field is equals to ID equals to 0. So okay, so now you can see that. So whenever you click on it, for example, if I run this one, you see whenever I'm passing this, you can see what kind of, you can see the particular ID which is passing in this area, which is 2. So that's good. So now what we have to do is I just go here, I'll just close this one, I'll go into this one, I'll say update. First thing I'll I'll write in the page load event, so the when the page is loaded, it's gonna get the data. So before doing that, I'll create my object outside of the, as a public. So db is equals to new div. Sorry about that. Now what we do is, I'll say varchar qry is equals to from m, and to retrieving the values we write this query. Okay, so this is a very simple query. Okay, which is just like, database query, but it's some form of the change. It changed the something syntax. This is called actually this is called an LINQ, which is a query that we're going to use for the in LINQ. So this is the syntax. First we write form, then we write any variable in db.tc table context. Whenever I say this, it automatically gets those properties, whatever the properties in that context table, it automatically assigned to this area. So I'll write where condition I am dot id equals to, you see, I'll write request dot query string, which is, I'll say id. And before doing that, you see this one is id is int, so I'll say convert dot to int 32 of so sorry, select space m. So now what happens is it's gonna get where condition and those id value. It will store in particular, it will all stored in the var qri. So to get those values, I'm really sorry. Now what we do is we're gonna fetch those values. So I write for each, I'll write var q in qry. So it's a very simple, that's a txt name dot text is equals to q dot name, that's it, and the txt the phone dot text is equals to q dot phone. Now I got it, so that's really cool. Now let's execute the program so that we can see. Okay, execute the default.aspx, so you can see this, and you'll see you can get the values of particular id. That's real good. Now I'll just go here, sorry about that. Now in the update, in the update we're gonna write the same thing whatever we have here. So I'll just say I'll write one more function which is called private, okay, or else void get, sorry about that, get data. So in this here I'm just gonna write this one. Okay, so get data. So here, whenever I'm writing this, you have to write this query. You must have to write this query first. Whenever you're getting this data and all, you must write this query. So what we do is writing this query. Okay, I'm just gonna copy and paste it in the for each. I'm just gonna write this one as well here in this area. I'm just making this complicated, but so you can manipulate whatever, however you want. Okay, so before, you can create the function and get you can write a query in one area, and you can call that function. That would be great, so to get the values and updates and all. Okay, so now what we do is q dot name is equals to txt name dot text. Okay, q dot phone is equals to txt phone dot text. Now after doing this, you simply write db dot submit changes. It automatically change the value. We'll try to see that one. And response dot redirect, I'll say default dot aspx. So, I'm really sorry, not see the value of anything. So default dot aspx, I'll say this one. I'll change this one. So update, but it's not updating. To solve that problem, I initialize the string, which is name and phone. Before page is loading, I'm assigning the values to this area. You can see this. Now what we do is we can just get the values. Whenever the page is loading, it will store the values in name and phone. Whenever you click update button, it also getting to the page load. And now what we have to do, it works fine right now. So what we do is we request a form. Now I'll just say it this way.